Hey, thank you for coming back to watch another one of my videos. And today I'd like to talk to you about a very affordable or budget-friendly headlamp. I would love to tell you the name of it, so I'm just going to have it printed right down here in the bottom, as I don't want to destroy or ruin the name or mispronounce it, let's just say. But this headlamp I got on Amazon for really cheap, actually. When I first heard about it, I went to the Amazon site, saw it, and it was on sale for like $19.98, but there was a half off coupon, so I really got it for 10 bucks. And it comes in a nice little plain box, and you do get a little charging cable. It's USB-A to USB Type-C. It's not that long. It might be like about anywhere from 4 to 6 inches in length. Okay. And this is it. This is the headlamp. I love the green color. It happens to be my favorite color, so I happen to be lucky on that. And it is removable, really easy. And if you see, well, let me get this rubber band out of the way. There's this little spacer, if you will, right here. It kind of goes in these little grooves, so you can position it pretty good. There's a decent amount of resistance in here, so you can turn it and adjust it however you want. And yeah, that's pretty much about it for that one. The headband is your typical cheapy type headband. It probably won't last long, so you might want to get a better one. Also, you get this little thing here. It says read me. Excuse me. And basically what the read me means is you got a button here, nothing on this side. This is the side you're going to unscrew. And if you look inside, there's this little orange tag that says remove. That's an insulator. It helps preserve the battery during shipping and storage and all that good stuff. And then you just open it up, put the cap back on, you're able to charge it up. Of course, for some of you, here's the bottom of the cap with the spring. It does not come oiled or anything on here. So I would highly suggest if you get this, get some super lube. It's a dielectric grease, which means it conducts electricity. Put a very small amount on there, and that way you can screw it back on. Trust me, it'll work. It'll also help conductivity and the contact between the battery, the body of the thing, so it'll work a little bit better. Before I show you more about the flashlight, it uses two, as you can see, 1, 2, SST40 LEDs. It is USB Type-C rechargeable inside the headlamp. And this side here with the black dot or the power button is where you're going to get the charging port. You unscrew it to reveal USB Type-C charging port. And there's another little rubber O-ring right here. And to close it up, you just simply twist it all the way back down. There's actual 9 modes of this flashlight. You got like moon, low, medium, medium low, high, turbo, strobe, SOS, and a beacon. It does come with an 18650 battery, which is removable, as you've seen. And it's a 3000 milliamp hour battery. Once again, you unscrew this part. And it's a Sulfurn battery. And as you can see right here, 3000 milliamp. Now, I don't know if they went to Sulfurn to kind of, they partnered with them to sell this or what, but the only lumen rating I got was 1200 lumens. I didn't get any other lumen rating for any of the other lighting modes. Now, I'm taking it to 1200 lumens is on turbo mode. And it is pretty bright. It does, you'll see it. they say waterproof, but they don't give me like the IP rating at all on this thing. So, but then again, like I said, it's a budget flashlight, so I would imagine it's probably good for light to a moderate rain, maybe a nice little bit of a downpour, but I would not submerge it just to be on the safe side. I would not submerge it in water. So I'm going to say it's probably more of a water resistant type of a headlamp, not fully 100% waterproof. And well, that's pretty much it for all of the specs right now. Oh, they also say you can get up to 22 hours runtime on this. And the throw rating is, I think it was like 65 meters. I can't remember what that is in feet. We'll see how far it throws in my backyard when it gets dark outside. But right now, that's, like I said, pretty much that's it. It is an aluminum alloy type body also. And that's pretty much it about all the specs. So let me show you this thing in action.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? Let's go! Hey! Yeah, this is my life, my strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe?
Okay, so what do I think of this? At the time of filming, it's still $19.98 on Amazon. So what do I think of this headlamp? Even at 20 bucks, I think it's a great deal. You've seen how bright it was. It has pretty good build quality to me. The only thing that's holding it back is, I think, this little headlamp, the strap that comes with it. But, you can get other head straps, even on eBay, that are better quality than this for a fairly good price. Not to mention, you are getting that Sofern battery, 18650 Sofern 3000 milliamp hour battery, and that's pretty, that's pretty good quality battery. I've never had a problem with it. Now let's get a little bit more about the runtime. I tested it on the turbo mode, which is 1200 lumens, and I just sat it there and I waited until it shut off. I got like 2 hours and 30 minutes of runtime just from it being on turbo. Now, obviously, the lower light mode that you use is going to get a longer runtime, but I think that's actually pretty good for a headlamp like this. And battery size that you get, that it runs on 1200 lumens for 2.5 hours. You know, probably a little bit more than that, but it was at least 2.5 hours. And I think that's pretty good. Some other things I'd like to point out is the button. When you press it to turn it on, it turns green, and then it'll fade out after. See, it'll fade out after a few seconds. Now, when you're charging it, the button will be red, and then when it's fully charged, the button turns green. So that's a nice little touch. One of the other things I like about it is when you click it, it doesn't suddenly come on and blind you. It kind of gradually comes up. Same thing when you shut it off. It gradually fades out. I really like that a lot. The way you switch modes is once you turn it on, you press and hold the button. And that's pretty much it. Now, the way to get to the moonlight mode, by the way, in the off position, press and hold the button. There's your moonlight mode, which is probably more like 3 lumens. And once again, once you press the button, it fades out. To get to turbo mode, you double click this button twice. That's turbo mode. Now, if I double click it again, that's strobe. Double click it again. SOS. Double click it again. And that's your beacon, which every few seconds, it'll give you a flash. Oops. There we go. Sorry that I didn't give you a warning about the flashing lights. I'm really sorry about that. The other thing I'd like to make mention, though, is this thing gets pretty darn warm, almost to the point of being hot when you have it on turbo mode and you're just letting it run. And I would say probably anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes, you're really going to feel the heat coming off of this thing. I mean, if you were to put it in your hand, it's going to, like I said, it's really, really, really warm, almost to the point of saying hot. So if that's something that you don't like, then this may not be good for you. But then again, like I said, it's better to have some kind of a light than no light at all. Chances are you're probably not going to be using it in the turbo mode or the 1200 lumen mode all the time or for prolonged amounts of time. You'll probably be using it in a high mode or lower most of the time, so I really wouldn't worry about that. One thing I did notice, though, from the high to turbo, there's not a whole lot of difference in light output. So I'm going to, me personally, my opinion, the high mode is more like 1,000 lumens, maybe 900. And then the turbo mode goes to the 1,200. I don't have any way to measure lumens. If one of you know a great way to measure lumens on something like this, leave in the description below, and maybe I can buy something or build something or something of that nature to test lumen ratings on stuff. But that's pretty much it. So what do I really think of this $20 headlamp? I really like it. I think it's worth the money to get, especially if you happen to catch it on sale and you get it less than the $19.98 that is currently on. I mean, it may go up. You know how Amazon is. The prices change all the time. But maybe make a list, save it to your list, check it every day or twice a day, and maybe you'll see it go on special again, and you can get it dirt cheap as well. I happen to got it for $10, but even at the $20 mark, I think it's a fantastic deal. I really like this little headlamp, and I know I'm going to be using it quite a bit. What else do I have to say about it? Well, not a whole lot. The only other thing is, yeah, even though they give you this nice little charging cable, get a good quality charging USB Type-C charging cable. I really don't like factory type cables because they tend to wear out real fast and they're not really trustworthy with the current going through them. Sometimes they'll say, oh, you could use it with a 2.4 amp or higher. And no, you can't. The only other thing I will make mention is it took about 4 hours to fully charge this once I depleted the battery. What do I mean by that? Well, when I did my testing and I ran this thing for the 2 hours, 30 minutes, probably 35 minutes, and it shut off. Of course, I waited a few hours for everything to cool off. I even took the battery out to make sure the battery was nice and cool before I charged it up. And it took about 4 hours to charge this thing. And now that's 4 hours inside here. If you put it in a charger, it may not take as long. And yeah, that's the other thing. I don't care if it's this flashlight or any other light, whatever removable lithium ion battery you have, and you deplete it, let it cool down first before you recharge it. Because the batteries will get a little warm when you're charging it, and heat is the enemy of any battery. It breaks down the battery and it makes it less efficient over time. So if you deplete the battery in here, like I said, take it out of this whole casing, let it sit off to the side, let this cool down, let the battery cool down at least for a good hour, maybe longer, but at least an hour before you start charging that battery back up. So yeah, when it comes to this little headlamp, I highly recommend you get it. Like I said, when you're on Amazon, put it on one of your lists and see, maybe by the end of the week or something, it'll go even cheaper and you can get it less than what what the asking price is. Also, when you click on the link and it says currently unavailable, put it on your list anyway. Because when I was done testing it, I clicked that, I went back to see if it was still available. It wasn't. The very next day, it was available again. So sometimes when it says currently unavailable, they're just waiting sometimes for more product to come back into the Amazon warehouse for them to sell to you. So keep it on your list and hopefully you'll get it at a great price. But like I said, even at $19.98 that was currently being asked for it at the time of filming this video, I still think it's worth all the money that you pay for it. Okay? So, if you happen to like this video, give it that thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel. By the way, it's free. I don't know why you wouldn't want to subscribe. And don't forget about that notification bell. It would really help me out a lot if you were to share this video, maybe a few more of my others, on all of your social media. And until the next video, you, your friends, your family, and yes, even all of your pets, you all have a great day. Buy the light. You will buy the light. I'll see you in the next video.